The tranquility of Earth's night sky was shattered by the emergence of a vast alien fleet from hyperspace. At first, the invasion went unnoticed. The aliens were methodical and silent, their sleek, dark ships blending into the void of space. They slipped through Earth's early warning systems, bypassing satellites and radar installations with technology far beyond human comprehension. In the beginning, the invasion manifested as subtle disruptions. Global communications experienced inexplicable blackouts, and isolated power outages left entire cities in darkness. In New York, a satellite news channel abruptly lost its signal during a live broadcast, causing widespread confusion. In Tokyo, traffic lights blinked out, leading to chaos on the roads. In a remote corner of Siberia, a team of scientists was conducting a geological survey. Dr. Pavel Ivanov, the lead geologist, was examining core samples when his equipment suddenly lost power. The team's portable generator, a reliable workhorse, inexplicably failed. "What's going on?" Dr. Ivanov muttered, checking the generator. As he fiddled with the machine, a bright light illuminated the sky. The scientists looked up in awe and horror as a massive alien vessel descended, its silhouette blocking out the stars. The alien craft landed with a thunderous roar, and the ground trembled beneath their feet. The scientists scrambled to hide, but it was too late. Alien scouts, tall and insectoid, emerged from the ship, their movements swift and precise. They communicated in an eerie, clicking language, their intentions clear as they advanced towards the humans. Dr. Ivanov, armed with nothing but a rock hammer, took a stand. "We have to fight," he whispered to his colleagues. Using whatever tools they had, the scientists fought back against the alien invaders. Despite being vastly outmatched, they managed to hold their ground, injuring several of the scouts before reinforcements arrived. The aliens retreated, taking their fallen with them, and the scientists were left to ponder the encounter. News of the Siberian encounter spread quickly, thanks to the efforts of a young journalist named Maria Petrova. Her report, filled with grainy photos and first-hand accounts, captured the world's attention. Governments around the globe scrambled to understand the nature of the threat. Humanity's blissful ignorance was shattered, replaced by a growing sense of dread and urgency. As the world began to grapple with the reality of an alien invasion, the Siberian encounter took center stage. In Washington, D.C., President William Morgan convened an emergency meeting with top military officials and scientists. The room buzzed with tension as grainy footage from Siberia played on a large screen. "We need to understand what we're dealing with," President Morgan said, his voice grave. "Dr. Patel, what do we know about these creatures?" Dr. Annika Patel, a leading astrophysicist, stepped forward. "Not much, Mr. President. Their technology is far beyond ours. However, the fact that a group of unarmed scientists managed to fend them off suggests that they might not be invincible." In the remote regions of Siberia, the scientific team led by Dr. Pavel Ivanov became unexpected heroes. They were debriefed by military personnel, their accounts recorded and analyzed. Dr. Ivanov's rock hammer, now a symbol of defiance, was displayed prominently on news channels. Meanwhile, in Beijing, the Chinese government activated its top-secret defense initiative, Project Tianlong. General Li Wei, a seasoned strategist, was put in charge. "We must be prepared for anything," he told his team. "The Siberian incident is just the beginning." Around the world, similar preparations were underway. In London, Prime Minister Emma Collins addressed the nation. "We face an unprecedented threat," she said, "but we are not powerless. We will stand together, and we will fight." In a hidden bunker beneath the Swiss Alps, an international task force was formed, comprising military leaders, scientists, and intelligence officers from around the globe. Their mission? To coordinate humanity's response to the alien threat. As these preparations unfolded, the aliens continued their silent invasion. More sightings were reported, each more alarming than the last. In the deserts of Nevada, a group of hikers witnessed a massive alien ship hovering over Area 51 before it disappeared into the night. In the jungles of Brazil, a tribe of indigenous people spoke of glowing creatures that moved through the trees like phantoms. Humanity's first encounter with the alien invaders was chaotic and terrifying, but it also revealed something crucial. The invaders were not invincible. In every corner of the globe, people began to fight back, using whatever they had at their disposal. From farmers with shotguns to hackers disabling alien systems, humanity's resilience and ingenuity shone through. As more alien sightings were reported worldwide, panic spread like wildfire. In major cities, people rushed to stockpile supplies, leading to empty shelves and long lines at gas stations. Governments struggled to maintain order, enforcing curfews and deploying military forces to critical locations. In New York City, Mayor Daniel Rodriguez addressed the public. "Stay calm and stay indoors," he urged, his voice broadcast on every available channel. "Our first responders are working tirelessly to protect us. We will get through this." In Paris, the Eiffel Tower was fortified with anti-aircraft guns, a sight that sent shivers down the spines of locals and tourists alike. The city of love had become a fortress, with barricades and checkpoints at every major intersection. Amid the chaos, the United Nations convened an emergency session. Delegates from every member nation filled the Grand Hall, their faces reflecting a mix of fear and determination. Secretary General Javier Morales took the podium, his voice echoing through the chamber. "We face an unprecedented threat," he said, repeating the sentiment heard around the world. "But we are united in our resolve. We will defend our planet and our people." Scientists, military leaders, and diplomats were called upon to share their expertise. Dr. Annika Patel presented her findings from the Siberian encounter, emphasizing the importance of understanding alien technology. General Li Wei from China and General Michael Anderson from the United States discussed joint military strategies, highlighting the need for global cooperation. In the streets of cities around the world, resistance cells began to form spontaneously. Ordinary citizens transformed into guerrilla fighters, using every resource at their disposal to thwart the alien invaders. In Berlin, a group of engineers repurposed construction drones to monitor alien movements. In Mumbai, local fishermen used their boats to ferry supplies and people, evading alien patrols. One of the most notable acts of resistance occurred in the heart of Paris. A group of hackers, led by the brilliant and reclusive Jean-Luc Durand, managed to infiltrate the alien mothership's communication network. Using a combination of advanced coding and sheer audacity, they disabled the ship's main systems, causing it to crash land in the Seine. This victory, though small, ignited a spark of hope across the globe. The alien commanders, witnessing the growing resistance, realized they had underestimated humanity. On board the flagship, Commander Zelthar received a report from his scouts. "The humans are more resilient than anticipated," the scout reported, their voice tinged with frustration. Zelthar's eyes narrowed. "Prepare for a full-scale assault. We will crush their spirit and take this planet." But as the aliens prepared for their next move, humanity was also getting ready. From underground bunkers to hidden laboratories, the best minds and bravest hearts of the human race worked tirelessly to develop new strategies and technologies. The silent invasion had awoken a sleeping giant, and the battle for Earth was about to begin in earnest. In cities across the globe, resistance cells formed spontaneously. Ordinary citizens transformed into guerrilla fighters, using every resource at their disposal to thwart the alien invaders. The world was now a patchwork of war zones, where every street and alley could become a battlefield. In Paris, the group of hackers who had disabled the alien mothership were celebrated as heroes. Their leader, Jean-Luc Durand, found himself at the center of an expanding network of resistance fighters. He and his team set up a covert operations center in the catacombs beneath the city, coordinating efforts to disrupt alien activities. Jean-Luc addressed his team, his voice echoing through the damp underground tunnels. "We must keep them off balance. Every attack, every sabotage mission buys us time and weakens their resolve. Let's show them what humanity is capable of." In New York, a former police officer named Maria Sanchez organized a neighborhood militia. Her group, armed with repurposed weapons and makeshift armor, patrolled the streets, protecting civilians, and launching surprise attacks on alien patrols. Maria's tactical brilliance turned the urban jungle into a treacherous battlefield for the invaders. In the heart of Africa, a coalition of tribes united under the leadership of Chief Abasi. They used their intimate knowledge of the land to outmaneuver and ambush alien forces. In one daring raid, they captured a supply convoy, providing much-needed resources to resistance fighters in the region. Meanwhile, in Tokyo, engineer Hiroshi Tanaka and his team developed a network of drones equipped with EMP devices. These drones, launched from rooftops and hidden bases, targeted alien machinery, disabling their weapons and vehicles. The Tokyo resistance became known for their precision strikes, turning the city's dense architecture to their advantage. Despite their diverse backgrounds and methods, these resistance groups shared a common goal: to reclaim their planet from the invaders. Their successes inspired others to join the fight, creating a global movement. The alien commanders who had anticipated a quick and decisive conquest now faced a growing and determined opposition. On board the flagship of the alien fleet, Commander Zelthar stared at the holographic display of Earth, frustration evident in his posture. Reports of human resistance poured in from every continent, detailing ambushes, sabotage, and unexpected victories. "The humans are more resilient than we anticipated," Zelthar admitted during a strategy meeting with his senior officers. "Their tactics are unpredictable, and their unity is surprising. We cannot afford to underestimate them any longer." Zelthar's second-in-command, Subcommander Zarn, voiced his concern. "Their technology is primitive, but their adaptability is remarkable. We need to neutralize their leaders and disrupt their communication networks." Agreeing with Zarn, Zelthar ordered intensified surveillance and targeted strikes on known resistance leaders. Alien scouts were dispatched to infiltrate human strongholds, gathering intelligence and identifying key figures. During one such mission, a scout reported back with vital information. "Commander, we've identified a key resistance leader in Paris, a hacker named Jean-Luc Duran. He and his team are causing significant disruptions." Zelthar's eyes narrowed. "Deploy a strike team. Capture him alive if possible. We need to understand their strategies." Despite their technological superiority, the aliens found themselves outmatched in unconventional warfare. The humans' guerrilla tactics, coupled with their sheer determination, created a nightmare scenario for the invaders. As the conflict dragged on, Zelthar realized that the invasion was turning into a war of attrition. Back on Earth, resistance leaders like Jean-Luc, Maria, and Chief Abasi continued to inspire and lead their people. The more the aliens tried to crush them, the stronger and more united the resistance became. Humanity's resolve was unbreakable, and their ingenuity seemed limitless. In the depths of the Amazon rainforest, Dr. Maya Chen, a leading archaeologist, made a groundbreaking discovery. She and her team uncovered ancient ruins that hinted at previous alien visits. The structures, hidden beneath centuries of overgrowth, were unlike anything created by human hands. Maya carefully examined the carvings and symbols that adorned the stone walls. "These aren't just ruins," she said to her team. "They're a message. Someone was trying to warn us." Among the artifacts, they found a series of tablets covered in strange, yet familiar, hieroglyphs. Using a combination of linguistic skills and advanced software, Maya deciphered the ancient script. It revealed that humanity had faced alien threats before, repelling invaders with a combination of clever tactics and technological innovations. "This changes everything," Maya said, excitement and urgency in her voice. "If our ancestors could fight off these invaders, so can we. We need to learn from their strategies." One tablet detailed a weapon that could disrupt the aliens' technology, an energy pulse device powered by a rare mineral found only in certain regions of the world. Maya immediately contacted the United Nations Task Force, sharing her findings and urging them to retrieve the necessary materials. Meanwhile, back at the International Task Force headquarters, scientists and engineers worked around the clock to reverse engineer captured alien technology. The information from Maya's discovery provided critical insights into the aliens' weaknesses. Dr. Anika Patel, who had become a leading figure in the scientific effort, spearheaded the development of new weapons and defense systems based on the ancient designs. General Li Wei and General Michael Anderson reviewed the new intelligence and devised a plan to strike at the heart of the alien fleet. "We need to hit them where it hurts," General Anderson said. "Their command structure is centralized. If we can disrupt their leadership, we can turn the tide of this war." With the knowledge gained from the ancient ruins and the support of the global resistance, humanity was ready to launch a counteroffensive. The secrets of the past had given them a fighting chance, and they were determined to use it. As preparations for the assault began, a sense of hope spread across the world. Humanity had faced extinction before and had emerged victorious. Now, with new weapons, strategies, and an unbreakable spirit, they were ready to fight back against the invaders and reclaim their planet. The skyline of New York City became a chaotic battleground as alien forces launched a full-scale assault. The city's iconic skyscrapers stood as both shields and targets in the fierce combat that raged through the streets and skies. Alien dropships descended, releasing waves of heavily armed soldiers and robotic war machines. In the heart of Manhattan, resistance leader Maria Sanchez and her militia were prepared, using the city's dense architecture to their advantage. They transformed rooftops into sniper nests and alleyways into ambush points. The sound of gunfire and explosions echoed through the canyons of steel and glass. Maria, clad in makeshift armor, coordinated the defense from an underground command center. "We need to hold them at Times Square," she instructed her team. "It's a strategic point, and if they take it, they'll have control of the entire area." Above ground, the resistance fighters fought valiantly. Civilians joined the battle, inspired by the bravery of those defending their home. Construction workers wielded heavy machinery as improvised weapons, while firefighters repurposed their hoses to create barriers of water and foam. At the height of the battle, an alien war machine, towering over the surrounding buildings, advanced towards Times Square. It unleashed devastating energy blasts, reducing structures to rubble. Maria knew they needed to disable it quickly. "Send in the drones," Maria ordered. A swarm of drones equipped with EMP devices swarmed the machine. The drones dodged incoming fire and latched onto the machine's surface, delivering powerful electromagnetic pulses. The machine staggered, its systems failing, and finally collapsed in a heap of smoldering metal. The victory at Times Square galvanized the defenders. They pushed back the alien forces street by street until the invaders were forced to retreat. The Battle of New York ended with a hard-won triumph, showing the world that humanity could stand against the alien onslaught. As humanity celebrated their victory in New York, an unexpected message was received by the United Nations Task Force. It was a transmission from a faction within the alien empire. The rebels, led by the enigmatic Corinne, sought to form an alliance with humanity. Corinne, a slender alien with piercing blue eyes and intricate tattoos marking her status, appeared on the holographic screen. "We oppose the war of conquest waged by our leaders," she explained. "We believe in peaceful coexistence. We offer our support to end this conflict." General Li Wei and Dr. Anika Patel, representing the task force, were cautious but intrigued. "What do you propose?" General Li asked. Corinne detailed her plan. The rebels would provide intelligence on the alien fleet's movements and weaknesses. In return, they asked for sanctuary for their people who had defected from the main fleet. "We want to live in peace, just as you do," Corinne said earnestly. The task force deliberated, but ultimately agreed to the alliance. The potential benefits outweighed the risks, and humanity needed every advantage they could get. Corinne's information was immediately put to use, revealing the location of key alien installations and their supply routes. With this new alliance, humanity's strategy evolved. Coordinated strikes were launched on alien strongholds around the world, each attack informed by the rebels' intelligence. The invaders found themselves increasingly outmaneuvered and their supply lines disrupted. Corinne and her rebels actively participated in these missions, proving their commitment to the cause. Their advanced technology and intimate knowledge of alien tactics were invaluable. As trust grew between the humans and the rebel aliens, they formed a united front against the common enemy. Despite the devastation wrought by the alien invasion, stories of heroism and sacrifice emerged from every corner of the globe. These tales of courage inspired a global movement, strengthening humanity's resolve to fight back. In Tokyo, a firefighter named Kenji Nakamura became a symbol of hope. During an alien attack, Kenji rescued dozens of civilians trapped in a collapsing building, guiding them to safety through smoke and rubble. His bravery was captured on video and broadcast worldwide, inspiring countless others to join the resistance. In Nairobi, a teacher named Amina Mwangi led her students to safety through war-torn streets, using her knowledge of the city to avoid alien patrols. Her determination and care for her students resonated deeply with people around the world. Amina's story highlighted the importance of protecting the next generation, even in the darkest times. In Berlin, a musician named Lars Weber transformed his nightclub into a sanctuary for refugees. He and his band performed nightly, lifting spirits with their music. The club became a beacon of hope, reminding everyone of the resilience of the human spirit. Lars's defiant songs spread across social media, becoming anthems of resistance. These acts of heroism were not isolated. In every city and town, ordinary people rose to the challenge, finding ways to contribute to the fight. Farmers shared their harvests with displaced families, engineers repurposed factories to produce weapons and supplies, and doctors set up makeshift clinics to treat the wounded. The global movement grew stronger each day. Resistance leaders like Maria Sanchez, Jean-Luc Durand, Chief Abassi, and Hiroshi Tanaka became legends, their names synonymous with defiance and hope. The alien invaders, once confident in their superiority, now faced a united and unyielding humanity. In a broadcast that reached every corner of the world, President William Morgan encapsulated the indomitable spirit of humanity. "We are stronger together," he declared. "We fight not just for survival, but for our future, for our children, and for the freedom to live in peace. Let our courage be the light that guides us through the darkness." The human spirit, unbroken and undeterred, became the greatest weapon against the alien invaders. With each act of bravery, each story of sacrifice, humanity drew closer to victory. The fight was far from over, but the path to reclaiming their world was clearer than ever. With new alien technology and support from Corinne's rebels, humanity launched a coordinated counteroffensive. Intelligence gathered by the rebels revealed critical weaknesses in the alien fleet's infrastructure. These insights, combined with humanity's ingenuity and resilience, set the stage for a decisive series of strikes. In the skies above London, a fleet of human aircraft, retrofitted with alien technology, soared towards the alien stronghold. General Michael Anderson, leading the assault, communicated with his pilots through a secure channel. "We have one shot at this," he said, his voice steady. "Focus on the primary target and disable their main power source." The aerial battle was fierce, with alien fighters engaging human aircraft in a deadly dance. The skies lit up with laser fire and explosions, but the human pilots, trained and determined, pressed on. Using the EMP devices developed by Hiroshi Tanaka's team, they disrupted the alien fighter systems, causing them to spiral out of control. On the ground, resistance fighters coordinated their efforts to strike at alien installations. In Paris, Jean-Luc Durand's team of hackers launched a cyber attack on the alien communication network, causing widespread confusion among the invaders. In New York, Maria Sanchez's militia seized control of key infrastructure, cutting off the aliens' supply lines. The most daring operation took place in the heart of Africa, where Chief Abassi led a coalition of tribes in a direct assault on an alien command center. Using the knowledge gleaned from Dr. Maya Chen's discoveries, they deployed an ancient energy pulse device, disabling the alien defenses and allowing the resistance fighters to breach the facility. The global offensive culminated in a massive coordinated strike on the alien fleet's flagship. The combined forces of human and rebel alien soldiers launched a daring raid, infiltrating the ship and planting explosive charges at critical points. The flagship, the heart of the alien command structure, was destroyed in a spectacular explosion, marking a significant turning point in the war. With the alien fleet in disarray and their command structure crippled. Humanity prepared to strike the heart of the alien invasion, their central base on the dark side of the moon. The plan was audacious and fraught with danger, but it was humanity's best chance to end the conflict once and for all. A team of elite soldiers, scientists, and rebel aliens was assembled for the mission. Among them were Maria Sanchez, Jean-Luc Durand, Hiroshi Tanaka, and Corinne. They were chosen not only for their skills, but also for their unwavering determination. As the team boarded the specially designed spacecraft, a sense of solemnity and resolve filled the air. President William Morgan addressed them via a secure transmission. "You represent the best of us," he said. "The hopes and prayers of the entire world go with you. Bring us victory." The journey to the moon was tense but uneventful. Upon arrival, the team split into smaller units, each assigned to a specific target within the alien base. Maria led the ground assault, while Jean-Luc and Corinne focused on disabling the base's defenses. Hiroshi and his team of engineers worked on sabotaging the alien power core. Inside the alien base, the team encountered fierce resistance. The corridors were filled with alien soldiers, and the air crackled with energy blasts. Maria's tactical acumen and Jean-Luc's hacking skills proved invaluable as they navigated the maze-like structure. As they reached the central command hub, they faced the alien leader, Commander Zelthar. A towering figure, Zelthar exuded a menacing presence. "You humans are resilient, but this ends here," he declared, drawing a massive energy blade. The battle was intense and brutal. Maria and Corinne engaged Zelthar in close combat, while Jean-Luc and Hiroshi worked frantically to disable the command systems. The alien leader's strength and speed were formidable, but Maria's agility and Corinne's combat skills matched him blow for blow. With a final, coordinated effort, they managed to overpower Zelthar. As the alien leader fell, the team planted the last of their explosive charges and raced to the extraction point. The base's self-destruct sequence was initiated, and the team barely escaped as the moon's surface was rocked by massive explosions. The climactic battle aboard the alien flagship tested the limits of human courage and ingenuity. Facing overwhelming odds, the team fought through relentless alien defenders. As they reached the central command, they faced Commander Zelthar in a final confrontation that would determine the fate of both species. As the team regrouped on Earth, the destruction of the alien moon base sent shockwaves through the alien fleet. Disorganized and leaderless, the remaining invaders began a hasty retreat. Humanity had won the battle, but the war was not yet over. There were still alien forces to contend with, and the remnants of the fleet posed a lingering threat. Back on Earth, the victory was celebrated, but the scars of war were evident. Cities lay in ruins, and countless lives had been lost. The global community came together to rebuild, driven by the knowledge that they had faced the brink of extinction and emerged victorious. In a solemn ceremony at the United Nations, President Morgan, flanked by resistance leaders and representatives of the rebel aliens, addressed the world. "We have faced the darkest of times," he said, "but we have shown that humanity's spirit is unbreakable. We fought not just for survival, but for a future where all species can live in peace." As the rebuilding efforts continued, the alliance with Corinne's rebels deepened. Together, they worked to establish diplomatic channels and trade agreements, fostering a new era of cooperation and understanding. The knowledge and technology shared by the rebels proved invaluable, accelerating humanity's recovery and advancement. In Tokyo, Kenji Nakamura, the firefighter who had become a symbol of hope, returned to his station, ready to continue his work in the rebuilding efforts. In Nairobi, Amina Mwangi resumed teaching, instilling in her students the values of courage and resilience. In Berlin, Lars Weber's nightclub became a hub for cultural exchange, bringing people together through music and art. The victory against the alien invaders had forged a new sense of unity among humanity. The lessons learned and the alliances formed during the conflict promised a brighter future. The scars of war would heal, but the legacy of this battle would shape the destiny of humanity and its place in the universe. The dawn of a new era had begun, one where Earth was not just a planet, but a beacon of hope and resilience in the galaxy. Humanity had faced an existential threat and emerged stronger, ready to embrace the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead. With the alien fleet in disarray and Commander Zelthar defeated, the remnants of the invading force retreated into the depths of space. The victory was bittersweet as the world surveyed the cost of survival. Cities lay in ruins, and millions mourned the loss of loved ones. Yet, amidst the devastation, a new dawn was breaking. In the months that followed, the United Nations took the lead in coordinating global rebuilding efforts. Nations set aside old rivalries and disputes, unified by the common struggle they had endured. International teams of engineers, architects, and scientists worked tirelessly to reconstruct infrastructure and restore essential services. In New York, Maria Sanchez stood at the site of her neighborhood militia's greatest victory, now a bustling reconstruction zone. She addressed a crowd of volunteers, her voice filled with determination. "We've proven that together, we can overcome any challenge. Now, let's rebuild our home stronger than ever." In Paris, Jean-Luc Duran's underground command center was repurposed into a technological hub, dedicated to advancing human knowledge with the alien technology they had acquired. "We have an unprecedented opportunity," Jean-Luc told his team. "Let's use it to propel humanity into a new era of innovation and discovery." In the heart of Africa, Chief Abbasi's coalition of tribes continued to work together, leveraging their collective knowledge and skills to rebuild their communities. They had demonstrated that unity and cooperation could overcome even the most daunting of challenges. Dr. Maya Chen's discoveries in the Amazon led to the establishment of the Global Archaeological and Scientific Research Institute, headquartered in Brazil. Researchers from around the world gathered to study the ancient ruins and alien artifacts, uncovering secrets that would shape humanity's future. Corinne and the rebel aliens, now allies, played a pivotal role in the reconstruction. They shared their advanced technology and knowledge, helping to accelerate the rebuilding process. Corinne, standing alongside President William Morgan at a press conference, emphasized the importance of their alliance. "We seek not just to survive, but to thrive together. Let this be the beginning of a new chapter for both our peoples." Humanity's resilience and ingenuity shone through in the rebuilding efforts. In Tokyo, Hiroshi Tanaka's drone technology was repurposed to aid in construction, efficiently clearing debris and erecting new buildings. The city, once a battlefield, now buzzed with activity and progress. In Berlin, Lars Weber's nightclub became a symbol of cultural resilience. Artists and musicians from all over the world gathered to celebrate their shared experiences and express their hopes for the future. The power of art and music helped to heal the wounds of war and bring people together. Education became a cornerstone of the new era. Schools and universities across the globe incorporated lessons from the invasion into their curricula, teaching the next generation about unity, courage, and the importance of cooperation. Amina Mwangi's story inspired educators everywhere to prioritize resilience and community in their teachings. As the world rebuilt, humanity looked to the stars with renewed determination. The knowledge and technology gained from their alien allies opened new possibilities for space exploration. Plans were drawn up for a new generation of spacecraft, designed to explore beyond the solar system and seek out new frontiers. In a grand ceremony at the United Nations, a new international space agency was formed. Named the Earth Alliance for Interstellar Exploration, EAIE, its mission was to extend humanity's reach into the cosmos. President Morgan, Corinne, and leaders from around the world attended the inauguration. "Today we stand united not just as a planet, but as a species," President Morgan declared. "We have faced unimaginable challenges and emerged stronger. Let this new alliance be a beacon of hope, guiding us towards a future of exploration, discovery, and peace." Corinne added, "Our journey together has only just begun. Let us explore the stars and build a future where all species can coexist in harmony." As the first EIE spacecraft, the Unity, prepared for its maiden voyage, the world watched with anticipation and pride. The ship's crew, a diverse group of humans and rebel aliens, symbolized the new era of cooperation and mutual respect. The launch of the Unity marked the dawn of a new era for humanity. The scars of war would never be forgotten, but they had paved the way for unprecedented progress and unity. Earth was now a beacon of hope and resilience in the galaxy, ready to embrace the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead. Humanity had faced extinction and emerged stronger, united, and more determined than ever. The future was filled with promise, and the journey toward the stars had only just begun.